NBA Playoffs 2009, Round 1, Day 2. This is Brian from Home Field Advantage, and let's get things started off. First off, the first game of the day was the Lakers and Jazz. Lakers took it 113-100. I called them for this series. Of course, Kobe was great. But shout out to Ariza, Gasol, and Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher is always great in the playoffs. No matter what team he's with, he's been great. Especially for the Lakers. He always tends to hit key shots. But Ariza was amazing. Ariza totally stepped up his game. So, shout out to him. Mehmet Okur was out for the Jazz, and I think that kind of helped in the self-destruction. They weren't hitting shots. They just, poor shots. I mean, that's all I can say about the Jazz. They couldn't hit anything for a while. And they tried to make a comeback, and then, moving on. The biggest surprise of the playoffs so far, the Atlanta Hawks beat the Miami Heat 90-64. That's not an error. Miami Heat only scored 64 points. Now, granted, it took Dwayne Wade out with like 6 minutes to go in the game, but that's no excuse. If you're a player in the NBA, whether you're a starter, you're a sixth man, you're a backup, you're a bench player, or you're a prospect, there's no way that you only score 7 points in the fourth quarter. Yes, that's right. I said 7 points in the fourth quarter. And Dwayne Wade was playing half that time. 7 points. I can't even comprehend. I'm at a loss for words at this. I mean, I know I picked Atlanta to win the whole series, but I said like 7. I honestly didn't think Dwayne Wade would let it get that bad that they would lose almost 30 points. I'm sorry. I'm lost for words. Bullcrap. If they expect to advance past the first round, they need to do much better. Because that's just pathetic. As much money as they're getting paid to show up like that, no. I'm sorry. Next game, the Hornets and Nuggets. I owe an apology to Denver Nuggets fans because I counted them out. I know that it was a prediction, but I've always kind of counted them out. But they've got Chauncey Billups and Carmelo Anthony. They got a good squad, and they dismantled the New Orleans Hornets 113-84. Of course, New Orleans is playing with an injured Chandler and Peja, I believe. So, I mean, we'll see what happens in the rest of the series, but props to Denver Nuggets. In the last game, I was a little disappointed in this one, but it was a great game. 76ers versus Magic. 76ers won 198 in the last 2.2 seconds. Andre Iguodala hit a fadeaway at 2.2 seconds left, and the Magic couldn't come back. Of course, Hito Turkoglu took the final shot, a three-pointer, and he missed it, and they lost. Iguodala played a good game. Thaddeus Young played a good game. I still don't think that 76ers are going to win the series. I believe Dwight Howard's going to step up his game as the playoffs progress, and we're going to see what he's made of. Now, sports news. If you've opened up Sports Illustrated Swimsuit edition from this year, you know who Brooklyn Decker is. Well, she tied the knot this weekend with her boyfriend, tennis star Andy Roddick. They got married in Austin, Texas, I believe. So she's off the market. That sucks. I've included pictures, as you've probably already seen as I've been talking, but and also another thing that kind of made me laugh on the front page of my Yahoo homepage. Hold on, I want to read this to you guys. It says, ex-pro QB finds his calling. Jake Plummer is back on the field as a coach after a successful stint in the NFL. Surprising team? Sandy Point High School. He's not a high school coach. Now most ex-NFL players, if they're going to become a coach, they usually, they go to the college level or the NFL. He got a high school gig. Holy crap. Went from a couple years ago being one of the elite quarterbacks in the league to a high school football coach. Honestly, with the Denver Broncos QB situation, I think that Pat Bowlen needs to be calling up Jake Plummer and saying, hey, we need you to come in and mentor these young guys, probably start. Because Kyle Orleans not that good, and Chris Sims hasn't played in a couple of years because of an injury. I actually think that Chris Sims has a better chance of coming out and succeeding than Kyle Orleans does. But I still think you should call up Jake Plummer and be like, come at the team. Even though I don't think Jake Plummer would take it because now he has the high school coaching job. And let's face it, the Denver Broncos basically threw Jake Plummer under the bus. Oh wait, they did that with Jay Cutler too. Wow. Scratch that. But anyway, moving on. Also, I heard that John Madden is considering going to work for the Oakland Raiders as a front office, kind of like what Bill Parcells is doing for the Miami Dolphins, which seems like a good idea, except for the part where Al Davis won't give control of his team to anyone. Even if John Madden comes in and says, "Oh, you should do this or you should draft that person," Al Davis is gonna sit there and laugh at him and go a totally different direction. So I don't know how that's gonna work. He says that once he's gone, his wife and kids are gonna take over the business, and John Madden would take over the football side. But who knows? It'd be good to have John Madden bank football. Just not really sure Oakland Raiders is a good fit. Of course, everything I said, let me guys know what you think. Alright guys, Dave Chappelle's on. I think I'm going to watch it. Alright, later.